The weight of his arms felt less like an embrace and more like a cage. Jeremy pressed his lips to my temple, his breath warm against my skin. Happy anniversary, Ellie, he whispered, his voice the same smooth baritone that had convinced me he was my forever. He fastened the clasp of the diamond necklace, its cold weight settling against my collarbone. A gift, another perfect gift from my perfect husband. From the outside, we were the dream, the old money heiress and the brilliant scholarship boy who'd conquered the world and her heart. But lately, in the quiet moments when his gaze lingered a second too long, I felt a chill that had nothing to do with the autumn air. I love it, Ja, I murmured, forcing a smile as I met his eyes in the mirror. His reflection watched me, his expression unreadable, and in that moment, the love story I had told myself for 5 years felt like the most dangerous lie of all. The funeral was a symphony of tasteful grief, black suits, quiet sobs, and the cloying scent of lilies filled the cavernous hall of the Gable family estate. Sophia, my best friend since we were children trading secrets in boarding school dorms, was gone. A tragic hiking accident, the papers said, a slip on a treacherous trail, a fall into a ravine. Her husband, Gavin Holloway, stood beside Sophia's parents, the very picture of the shattered widower. His face was pale, his eyes red-rimmed, accepting condolences with a stoic, broken grace. My own husband, Jeremy, had his arm wrapped securely around my shoulders, a solid anchor in my sea of sorrow. I can't believe she's gone, I whispered, the words catching in my throat. I know, Ellie, I know, Jeremy murmured, his grip tightening. Gavin is devastated. We have to be strong for him. I watched Gavin as he knelt before Sophia's sobbing mother, promising to be the son they had never had, to manage the family empire in Sophia's name. The guests wept, my heart shattered, but a tiny, cold splinter of doubt lodged itself deep within me, a thought so monstrous I barely dared to acknowledge it, because I remembered the last conversation I had with Sophia just a week ago, her voice on the phone tight with a fear she tried to disguise as a joke. Sometimes, Ellie, she'd said, I feel like I'm living with a stranger, a very, very charming stranger who is planning something terrible. The email arrived 3 days after the funeral, appearing in my inbox with a subject line that made my blood run cold. If you're reading this, I'm dead. It was from Sophia. My fingers trembled as I clicked it open, my heart hammering against my ribs. It was a scheduled email, a digital ghost reaching out from the grave. The text was short, terrifyingly precise. Asterisk Ellie, asterisk if you're reading this, then I'm dead. And if I'm dead, my death was no accident. It happened on one of these 3 dates, September 30th, 2023, October 8th, 2023, October 11th, 2023. If it was, my parents might be in danger too, maybe even dead with me. If it was, I might have died alone. If it was, I died first, and you're next. Asterisk I need you to save yourself. You have to go to my house, find the pen my father gave me for graduation. I don't know if Gavin will have hidden it, but you have to find it. Please, Ellie, find the pen. Asterisk I stared at the screen, the words blurring through my tears. September 30th, that was the date of her accident. Option 1, her parents could be in danger. A knock on my study door made me jump, and I slammed my laptop shut. Ellie? Jeremy's voice was soft, laced with concern. Are you okay in there? You've been quiet for a while. I took a shaky breath, wiping my eyes. I'm fine, just going through old photos of Soph. He opened the door, his face a mask of loving sympathy. Come on, he said, holding out a hand. Let's get you out of here. Maybe we can go see your parents. Make sure they're holding up. My parents or hers? The email's warning screamed in my mind, but I looked at my husband, the man who had held me while I cried, and told myself I was being paranoid. Grief was making me crazy. It had to be. I went to the police the next morning. I sat in a sterile interview room across from a tired-looking detective named Miles Corbin. I showed him a printout of the email. He read it, his expression impassive, and slid it back across the table. Ms. Marsh, he said, his voice gravelly, I understand you're grieving. Your friend's death was a tragedy. It wasn't a tragedy, I insisted, my voice rising. It was murder. This email proves it. It proves your friend was scared. He corrected gently. It proves she had a flair for the dramatic. We have a dozen eyewitnesses from the hiking trail.